So I taught in public school for about 15 years, and then last 4 years I've been teaching online, and I've taught anywhere from middle school Spanish all the way down to kinder, and I majored in Spanish, so then I have a bilingual certification. So a lot of my years in education have been spent in a bilingual classroom. So that's teaching kids where their first language was Spanish, second language was English. And so a lot of ESL experience too that I carry with me in trying to help kids to bridge the gap between the two languages. So I've really enjoyed that as well in my years before Dailies. I think because it is very kid interactive, right? The kids do get to participate. They do get to talk to one another. They do get to share their opinions, just like if you were in a real classroom. They get to share their work and display their work during class. And so I think that is huge because, as we know, children love to share about themselves, but they're also reflecting upon what they learned, which is huge, right? Because if I can tell you what I've learned, then I truly learned it. But if I have a hard time expressing that, I may not have learned it so well, or I didn't retain it so well. So I think Dailies does a really good job of letting kids share their work. Well, I've obviously had a lot of interactions with other teachers on our team, and I think we're all very tenured and well equipped to help students, not just in a classroom setting, but in a virtual classroom setting, right? Well equipped to help the student to interact, be engaged, showing that they're actually learning. So it's not just also a set curriculum where you can't change anything up. You can definitely differentiate. You can definitely scaffold down, scaffold up, right, to meet the children where they're at. So I think that's a really good benefit of Dailies, and they do a really good job of that. I was that parent once upon a time, concerned about virtual education for my own kiddo. But I can tell you, if you find the right fit for your child, they can be socially engaged. Sometimes they get more benefits out of it than being in a classroom, because there's a lot of other things in a classroom that go on that don't happen in a virtual school, right? Don't have to worry about outside noises, backgrounds, things like that. Like, that's all kind of a controlled environment with virtual, but yet still getting the interaction with other kids is a huge thing, I think, with virtual. And so you really have to try it for your child, and before you just go, oh, that's not going to work. Because for my own child, I've done it, and she did learn, and she has done well. And she's not fully virtual, but she has done a lot of virtual since 2020, and she's only in first grade. So, I can testify that it does work. It's very good. I would tell parents about our program that we look at the child's needs, right? It's not just cookie cutter, let's just put you into this because this is where you should go, but based on age or based on what grade level you should be in. But I think we partner and try to give them the one-on-one support and feedback, right? Like, that's huge, like progress reports and providing feedback where the student's at, what they've mastered, helping the parent to be a part of the learning process. And I know for some virtual schools or virtual environments, parents find that difficult, but I think we do a good job of helping kids keep up with where they're at and the parents being informed.